She's used to drifting around corners.
I win.
Oh!
We're gonna get a DNF, baby.
The problem is they don't allow traction control.
Everybody else does.
You got to go to the ES launch. That was fun.
Yeah, and the ES is a great car, and I chose the LS as well.
Yep.
Putting me together with Lexus, just a weird combination. It's two worlds. But actually, I really enjoyed the GX 460. We just did it.
Oh no, the SUV. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's in term. If you ask me which one in Colorado I'd buy, that's probably the one I'd buy.
Yeah, and I love the GS. I think they did a hell of a job, and actually I love the GS Hybrid, which is not only fast but gets incredible gas mileage. So good car. Keep going, Andre.
А вы водились в этом году Lincoln?
What's the last time I drove a Lincoln?
Let's see. I own a 1976 Lincoln Continental that I gave to my son, and I think that was the last Lincoln. No, there was an M thing I drove a while ago.
I drove the what are they called? The MK. S.
MKS?
Yeah, that's the one that's basically Ford Taurus.
Okay.
But with nicer body. And I liked it with the EcoBoost, man. That thing flew. But that was 3 years. Ford's, it's been a while. So.
But I was just at the Ford Christmas party, and Ford is going to put their best foot forward this year with Lincoln.
Yeah.
So we're hopefully going to get a rebirth of the brand. I'm really looking forward to driving some new ones because Cadillac needs some competition, and gosh darn it, we need some. God damn it, we need some.
Gosh darn it, where the hell are you, dude?
I know. We need some good Lincolns. I mean, that brand is just so American.
Yeah.
We need to give some competition to the Germans.
I think they need to go old school.
Yep.
А как насчет Mazda?
Mazda.
Miata.
Oh, no, yeah, you can't. She owns a Miata.
Miata.
Don't you race that?
Oh, I autocross it. But I don't. But here's the thing: I autocross that car, but I don't put any money into it, and I only have one set of tires because I'm poor. And all the money goes into the Volkswagen race car.
Right.
So I show up on all seasons, and I just bump up the tire pressures a little bit, and I just go out there and be like, oh, this is what I'm doing. So
great little cars.
No, I mean I absolutely adore my Miata. It's mine. Of course, it's older. It's an 01, but I drive the hell out of that thing. Drive it across country every year. The only problem it ever gives me is it has a tendency to run on the warm side when I drive it across the desert. But then I'm driving across the desert for 14 hours.
At 100 miles per hour.
Yeah, sure. I mean, at a very safe and prudent speed.
I bet you.
But, and then I'm interested to see what this new Miata is going to be with Alpha and Mazda. And see how
that will be interesting. They're working hard on it now.
Yeah, I've heard they're going to cut a lot of weight. There's, turbocharging is in...
And a larger cockpit.
You have a hard time fitting in that guy?
Yeah.
How about you, Nathan? What's your favorite?
I like the CX-5.
Yeah, CX-5.
The CX-5 is...
They nailed it out of the ballpark.
What a kick-ass little crossover. I mean, look, we live at high altitude, so everything loses power. But despite that, Roman and I took it off-road. We've taken them... We did a front-wheel drive one. We drove that around. It has a little 6-speed manual that you can get with a front-wheel drive one. It's a bargain for what you get.
And didn't we have that at the track day at the Rocky Mountain thing?
Yeah, I think we had that. Yeah,
and it's a fantastic for what it is. It's just a fantastic handling crossover.
It's probably the best handling crossover.
Definitely.
All it needs is more power, which they have, right?
Yeah.
But they don't.
They may be. I heard rumors of a diesel or maybe turbocharged.
And there is a diesel 6 coming, but not the CX-5.
Yeah, so far. But anyway.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully, we're going to be getting more diesels into the States, which would be fantastic.
Yeah, that's what
А вы водили Mercedes-Benz?
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, I know what Roman's going to say.
What am I going to say?
You're 500.
Я знаю.
Yes. SL.
Yeah, you were going crazy for that car.
SL is, oh my God. That car is the epitome of what a Grand Touring car should be. It is fast. It is luxurious. I mean, it's not just fast. It's crazy fast. I think it's the fastest car we've tested, 0 to 60 at altitude.
Really?
That's faster than the R8, faster than the V10 R8. A lot of cars that you wouldn't think would be faster. It's just a phenomenal car. It's just not the best looking car. It looks like it was designed by a committee, but once you're in the thing, it's a magnificent car.
Yeah.
What about you, Amy?
Well, I was just in a C class.
The new one?
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed my time with it. I remember I picked up my mom and my aunt from the airport, and it was hard to get one of them in the back seat. But I certainly had a good time, throwing that around some corners and stuff. And it's nice to be. It's a nice kind of starter Mercedes-Benz, like a nice introduction to the brand. I think it was good. I wish that I had some other experience to compare it to, because
I drove the E350C, the convertible, and it was just a really good open car to take the family somewhere in. There's a certain feeling that you get when you're driving a Mercedes-Benz that you don't quite get out of driving any other vehicle. And it's a quality thing, but I can't quite put my finger on because I lack the mental faculty to do so. But it is there. You feel special. You feel more expensive. You feel smarter, which I could use a lot of.
But did you get hit on as much?
No, I had my significant other was no, of course not.
All right, Andre, let's keep this rolling.
It's a mini.
Oh, Mini, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, we had the
kind of car.
We had the Mini Cooper Coupe, the
Yeah.
JCW Mini Cooper Coupe, which I loved. But I loved it because people go, "Wow, that's a really ugly car." And I said, "You know what? It is, and I adore it because it's totally different from anything out there."
Yeah.
And I like any kind of car that's going to get me attention. So I had a great time in that. But of course, because I'm a convertible gal, I just have to go with the regular flat-out convertible.
The
you
coupe
see it, the
or
Roadster.
the Roadster.
The
Okay,
Roadster, yeah. Because the back seats, I don't understand back seats. I don't know why you would having a car with a back seat. You're one step away from a minivan. I can't do it. I just can't. And I know it sounds, and I know you guys comment as much as you want on that. But
she doesn't have kids. We do. That's
right,
it, yeah.
right. So my lifestyle is all about two-seaters.
I hear you. I miss those days. You go.
Go for
okay. Well, it's a balancing act because I really do like the new Countryman because it's a lot of fun to drive.
But it's not a mini.
It's really not a mini. It's an X3. I mean, it's not. It doesn't feel like a mini when you're driving it. It looks like a mini. I would get personally my own money. I would get the Mini Clubman with the S model and then the JCW upgrades on the suspension, just the suspension. That's what I would get with my own money.
See, I look at Mini and I see I love chocolate ice cream, so it's like a Mini convertible Cooper S is chocolate ice cream. It doesn't get any better. And now they keep coming up with these different flavors like fish food and chubby hubby. You know what I mean? It's so very specific to these little segments. And I'm like, you built the best car you possibly could. That's the one I get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I don't understand the Clubman and the Countryman. It's so not mini.
No, yeah, it's just out of control now.
Yeah.
All right.
А вы водили в этом году Mitsubishi?
Mitsubishi.
Yeah, they're still in America. Wow.
Outlander.
I was.
That's it.
Yeah, I was in the Outlander at the.
The regular Outlander.
Outlander, yeah, the regular Outlander. The Outlander Sport is not so sporty.
Not up here, especially.
No.
It's painful. It's one of the slowest vehicles we've driven. Well, obviously the Evo. I mean, there's no question.
Yeah.
The Evo. I drove one a little over a year ago, so it sort of qualifies. And it's a fantastic car. And the fact that they're not updating it and bringing out new ones here in the States is just that's terrible. That's so.
Следующая Nissan.
Nissan.
Juke.
Juke?
Juke.
Yeah, you're a Juke girl, huh?
I love the Juke. The only thing I
It's got it
don't.
on the rally course.
I
right?
did take it on the rally
It's got a
course.
back seat.
I know it does have a back seat. I know it does. But we're just talking about, and what we would buy of that brand.
Yeah.
The only thing that I don't like about the Juke is that you can't get a manual in the all-wheel drive.
Yeah, that's right.
That's dumb.
That's-
I don't understand that. I don't know if there's an engineering thing behind that, but that just kind of makes me mad. But
Yeah.
I mean, I had a grand time out on the rally course with that thing. They could not get me out of that car.
Yeah, in fact, Andre, you rode with her a few times in there.
Да,
right?
я помню, это было.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he lives to tell about it.
He's still here. What, me?
Yeah.
I would say the GTR, but I haven't driven one in 3 years, so it'll be the 370Z. It's a good car.
Yeah,
Really good car.
yeah. And I've owned 4 Zs now. And my favorite car that I've ever owned is a 300ZX twin turbo, so I'm still in love with the Z. And that would be easy for me.
Yeah.
А как насчет Porsche?
Ooh, Porsche. That's a good one, too. Yeah.
Boxster, the Boxster S for me, definitely. I was in the Carrera as well, and of course I loved it. But for me and how I roll, I'm driving in the city. There's not much chance for me to ever open a car up. The Boxster with was in the low 300s, like 315 horsepower or something. It's just a little bit more, and I hate to use the word practical, but it's a little bit more practical. Because if I can never use the whole 450, 500 horsepower, whatever the 911 is, like why am I spending all that extra, $50,000 when it's just never going to happen? Now,
Wait till some tall blonde pulls up next to you and
I am a tall blonde.
That's what I mean. Then you can use that horsepower.
But I mean, if I were going to the track every weekend, then that might be a different story, and I might look at a different car.
Yeah.
But just for daily driving around town and how I like to roll, I loved the Boxster. Loved it.
I fell in love with the 911. I never was a Porsche guy, and I got the new one, and it's phenomenal. It does everything. But the Cayenne GTS would be the one I'd buy because it actually does 90% of what the 911 does, but you can fit a family and skis and mountain bikes and such in it. So it's it's as good, not as fast, but as good.
Cayman R. I know it's completely impractical and it's painful to drive, but I really love terrorizing people in parking lots and whatnot with that car. And seeing some punk ass come up to me and something lowered and go, yeah, let's try it. No. I'll blow you away in that car. It is the best handling Porsche I've ever driven. It's so neutral. Perfect. Mwah.